The Google Pixel 10 phones are already out, but not everyone wants to spend a lot of money on the latest flagship model. Many people prefer these series phones because they usually offer a similar Pixel experience at a much lower price. That's why the Pixel 10a is already getting so much attention, even before its launch. The big questions are, when will it be released and is it worth waiting for? Let's talk about it. If we look at Google's release history, the timing of these series phones has not always been the same. The Pixel 9a launched in April this year. Before that, the Pixel 8a and Pixel 7a both came out in May. If we go further back, the Pixel 6a arrived in July, but recently, it looks like Google has settled on spring for these budget models. That's why the most likely release window for the Pixel 10a is April 2025. There is still a chance it could launch in May, but April is the safer bet. What about July? Well, it's possible, but not very likely. Google only did that once with the Pixel 6a. August can be ruled out completely because Google now uses August for its main flagship launches, like the Pixel 9 last year and the Pixel 10 this year. So if you are trying to plan ahead, the realistic timeline for the Pixel 10a is April or May 2025. The flagship Pixel 10 launched in August this year, just like the Pixel 9 did in August the year before. That shows us the clear pattern. Pixel 9 in August, Pixel 9a in April, Pixel 10 in August, Pixel 10a most likely in April 2025. This cycle gives Google a nice gap of about 6 to 8 months between the flagship and the budget version. If history continues, April is when we'll see the Pixel 10a. May is still possible, but July is unlikely. Now let's look at the bigger question. Should you actually wait for the Pixel 10a? Normally, these series phones are great because they give you the clean Android software, solid cameras, and Google's software support at a much lower price than the flagship. But with the Pixel 10a, things might be different. Leaks suggest that the Pixel 10a could come with the older Tensor G4 chip instead of the newer Tensor G5 chip found in the Pixel 10. This is important because Google's new AI features, the ones that made a big splash at the Pixel 10 launch, need the Tensor G5 to work properly. If the Pixel 10a doesn't have it, then the phone may miss out on many of those advanced AI tools. That could make the Pixel 10a feel a little outdated right from the start. Of course, these are just leaks. Nothing is final until Google makes it official. But if these reports are correct, then the Pixel 10a might not feel as exciting as previous budget models. Think about the Pixel 9a. It was a solid budget phone with good cameras, decent performance, and fair value. But things are different now. AI has become a big selling point for phones. If the Pixel 10a cannot run those AI tools, then its value drops. Instead of being seen as a smart, affordable choice, it might feel like you're missing out on too much just to save money. So, what's the smart move? If you just need a cheaper phone and you don't care much about the new AI features, then waiting for the Pixel 10a makes sense. It will cost less than the Pixel 10, and it will still get years of Google software support. But if you want the full experience, including the best performance and AI tools, then the Pixel 10 is the better option. At the end of the day, the Pixel 10a will still offer Google's clean software, reliable cameras, and affordable pricing. But based on the leaks, it may come with more compromises than we're used to seeing from the series. If those leaks turn out to be true, the Pixel 10a might not feel like the best version of a budget Pixel. To sum it up, the Pixel 10a will probably launch in April 2025, with May as a backup and July as a long shot. It may come with the older Tensor G4 chip, which could limit its ability to handle the newest AI features. That means it may not feel as advanced as the Pixel 10 in the end. The choice is simple. Do you wait for a cheaper phone with possible limitations? Or do you buy the flagship Pixel 10 now and get the full package? No matter what you choose, one thing is clear. Google wants to keep both budget buyers and flagship fans happy. The real test will be whether the Pixel 10a can live up to expectations or it ends up feeling like a compromise that isn't worth waiting for.